Hi guys, welcome to this look at the Neca Cult Classics Series 1 figures. We're obviously going to be starting to look through all the figures released by Neca over the years, going from the Cult Classics obviously into the Hall of Fames and obviously what they're releasing now. Right, so in this range we originally started with 4 figures, being Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th Part 7, Eric Draven from The Crow, Mohawk Gremlin obviously from Gremlins 2, and Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. So let's have a little look obviously at Mohawk Gremlin to start with. Basically it's a brand new series comprised of your favourite heroes and villains from classic horror, sci-fi and action movies. Each figure is highly detailed and complete with movie accurate accessories and display bases. So obviously these all came with a display base as well, something which they sort of knocked on the head as the series went on. Of course, having a look at Mohawk Gremlin, this one. So perhaps the most evil and sadistic gremlin, Mohawk begins his reign of terror in the Splice of Life laboratory. Mohawk helps to mutate a new batch of gremlins into a mob of genetically altered nocturnal terrors, waiting for their chance to escape the Clamp building. They're ready to wreak havoc in the Big Apple. So obviously that's Mohawk there. He comes with a vial with the spider serum in there, and the display base is a little lab table base, and on the side is a standard fare with the Gremlins 2 movie poster. Now we know that obviously Neca went on, or is currently, churning out Gremlins as though they're going out of fashion at the moment. Quite why they decided to do Mohawk as the only Gremlin in the series I do not know, because obviously you would assume that they would basically make Stripe, or even obviously Gizmo, but they went for Mohawk. Very hard figure to get hold of, to be honest. You will struggle to get hold of him at a cheap price, to be honest. You can get hold of him, but you're usually looking around about the £40 mark, to be honest, to get hold of him. I haven't got there is a back to this base that I haven't actually put on here at the moment. But it's a big figure. It looks absolutely fantastic. I haven't got any of the other Gremlins, I'll be honest with you, and I'm not going to get into that. I could tell you now, because there's just so many being churned out, and so I don't know how this compares to the Gremlins that are being made at the moment, size wise. But it's a fantastic figure, to be honest, and an absolutely fantastic sculpt. And you ought to check out on YouTube people that have actually modified this into the spider body as well, so some people have done a fantastic job of modding that. Comes with loads of articulation in the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the neck and the hips there, and the spikes on the back of his head do come out, and they obviously just come out for packaging reasons more than anything, to be honest. But there's a good bit of weight to him as well. It's, you know, to be honest, fantastic figure. And if it wasn't for the Jason, this would be the flagship figure out of Series 1 for me, to be honest. So, yep, so that's Mohawk Gremlin. Obviously a lot of people just call him Mohawk on there. And sorry, just while I've got these three here, you can see that 2 of the figures, Patrick Bateman and the Eric Draven, comes in this smaller standard packaging which we're used to seeing now, and the Jason and the Mohawk both come in a larger packaging, which generally is just seen with the Hall of Fame figures, to be honest. Just while we've got these 3 in the row there, I just want to do that. So let's have a little look next at Patrick Bateman. And sculpt wise, this is probably going to be the disappointing one. Not a too bad sculpt, to be honest. when I say sculpt-wise, it's quite good. It's the paint job that I have a problem with on this, to be honest, with his hands. There is a lot to paint though, in terms of his cuffs there, and the tie and everything, but it just seems that with the detail they've gone into, actually putting the name on like the videotape, and all the print on the newspaper, the figure's a bit let down in paint wise, to be honest. But he comes with loads of accessories. So on the packaging it says Patrick Bateman features briefcase, axe, knives, nail gun, videotape, Walkman, alternate hand and bass. So his little headphones there going into his Walkman, the alternate hand, obviously the axe, briefcase, knives, and the videotape, which does actually, which you can't really see it on there, but it does say inside Lola's ass on there as well. And obviously the movie poster on the back there, sorry, on the side, and on the back we've got the 4 figures. Patrick Bateman has all the characteristics of a human being: blood, flesh, skin, hair, but not a single clear, indefinable emotion except the greed and disgust. Something horrible is happening inside of him. His nightly bloodlust is overflowing into his days as he delves deep into violence and murder. To murder, his mask of sanity slips away. So obviously Bateman, the picture on the back is obviously a very good replica of the movie poster, using the figure or the initial prototype sculpt. One thing also to notice that the tie is blue with blue with red diamonds, and on the back there it's blue with the red diamonds. But I've seen a figure, my friend's got a figure of this, and I'm sure the tie is different. I might be wrong, but I'm quite confident the tie was a different paint to it. Why that's a different version I do not know, but I'm not too bothered about that. So that's obviously Patrick Bateman. Again, another figure quite hard to get hold of. You will struggle to get hold of him at a cheap price as well, to be honest. So that's Patrick Bateman. Next we'll look at Eric Draven, the Crow. Now this is going to be by far the easiest figure for you to get hold of if you want any of these. For some reason all the others are quite hard to get hold of, but this is very, very easy to get hold of, to be honest. And obviously got the movie poster there. Absolutely love this film, to be honest. Massive, you know, when you got the films of growing up, so it massively influenced me, this film, growing up. So it comes with features crowbird, flexible coat, tombstone and graveyard base. And one nice little touch I absolutely love is the fact that he's got this piece of string around his neck with the ring on as well on there, so I love that. And on the back, a young rock guitarist along with his fiancée is brutally killed by a ruthless gang of criminals exactly 1 year after his death. Eric returns, watched over by a hypnotic crow, to seek revenge. He will battle the evil crime lord and his band of thugs. So, Eric Draven the Crow is, like I say, the easiest one to get hold of, and a very good sculpt, to be honest. Fantastic sculpt. Very much the look of the McFarlane movie maniac Eric Draven, with the fact that, you know, the crow can sit on his shoulder and that. But obviously this one's got the big old coat on it as well. And so lastly we come to what I think is the best figure of the series, good old Jason Voorhees. And he comes with removable mask, axe, machete, harpoon, spear and forest base. And obviously it's the interpretation of Jason from Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, with the movie poster on the side there. And on the back, obviously a brilliant picture of Jason there, with there's a curse in these woods, Jason Voorhees' curse. They say he died as a boy, but he kept coming back. Few have seen him and lived, and some have tried to stop him. No one can. Again, why they didn't go for Jason Voorhees' earlier interpretations, I don't know. Why they went for Part 7 is a bit weird, but it is brilliant in the fact that he's one of the most obviously deteriorated and gory figures or gorier versions of him. Now, I've got they re-released this figure here, and a lot of people do say that this is a better version of this figure, to be honest. One thing just to note on all, I've also had this out of packet, and that little axe does actually go into that groove on the tree stump. Now, a lot of people do actually prefer the re-release version purely for the paint job. I got to be honest with you, I'm a stickler for tradition, and I do prefer this version, to be honest. I know it's a bit glossier, and it's not movie accurate paint colour wise, but I do, to be honest, really like that. Just giving you a little look. I'm not going to go into the comparisons really. I'll probably do that once I do a proper Jason look at all the different Jasons. But I'll just have you a little quick look around this figure just to show you basically what you're going to get in here. Is exactly the same skull. His hands are also soft rubber as well. I absolutely love they even remembered to put the little chain around his neck, obviously from when they had him coming out of the water, and had the rock on the end of the chain to keep him underwater. But absolutely fantastic sculpt of Jason, and like I say, removable mask as well. Shows his horrible face in all its glory, and obviously the best interpretation of Jason gory wise, to be honest. I absolutely love the bit where the cable comes down from the light shade and strangles him and breaks the mask off, and that. And also got the good old little hole in the mask there as well, where the axe went through. And of course, Neca have also done a re-release of this figure as well, which will oh no, sorry, no, they haven't done this one yet, have they? They've done number 4. But we'll obviously, I'll get all the Jasons together at some point, and we'll have a good look at them in one video. But as always, I hope this helps you if you're looking to buy the Cult Classics, and what to look out for. If you are buying blind on eBay and someone's put down Friday the 13th Part 7 figure, make sure it's the Cult Classic version, because if not, you're just going to get this in the slim packaging without the base and all the extras, which is basically the mistake I made first time, to be honest. But of course, like I always say, if I can be of any help, please ask questions. I'll help if I can, and I'll catch you again in the next video where we'll be looking at Series 2. Thanks guys, take care, bye bye.